Susan, the proprietor here at Posh Palace in Nairobi, in Kilimani. We're a spa in salon. So we do hair and beauty. We're here to make sure that all our clients look happy, beautiful, and feel confident every day. East Africa Customer Care is a business that I got to learn about from the owner, Pauline. I met her. Our businesses are not too far away from each other. So she told me about Eaccc and about their services, and I started using them, and I'm telling you, it's been unbelievable.
I'm the CEO of Ideal Limited. My name is Frederick Tabunobala. Ideal Limited is an outsourcing solution company that runs a call center that does debt collection and telemarketing. Of course, in telemarketing, we sell products for our clients depending on their specific needs. And on debt collection, we work with financial institutions and digital financial services firm to be able to help them collect outstanding debts from their clients. East African Customer Care Center Limited, I learned about it from a friend. And the reason I learned it from a friend, I was actually going to my friend crying that the certain challenges I'm facing, and I'm having a problem, overcoming this particular challenge. Interestingly, she actually had a solution for it, and it wasn't her. That's when I came to know about East African call center services, and I can't say I've been disappointed since then.
Eaccc understands two things very well. One, the client, and two, the industry in which they operate. So we bring together our massive experience to give the client a tailor-made solution to enable them to compete and offer better services and products to their clients.
East Africa Customer Care Center is a company that we incorporated about 4 years ago, and we have different sets of customers that we work with. We are looking at changing customer service, customer experience in different sectors of the market. Doesn't matter what industry you are in, because every business has a customer. It operates within a certain ecosystem, and we must ensure that we give the best customer service to everybody.
You know, the beauty industry in Kenya is not so much regulated, and there's no much training for the people who work in the beauty industry at all. So we feel like Pauline has really, and of course Eaccc has really grown our staff. They're now more professional. They are a lot more confident. They know how to manage the clients. They are able to talk to the clients in a professional manner and carry themselves out on a day-to-day in a very professional manner as expected in customer care.
I've been in the customer service and experience industry for the last 25 years. Shaping customer experience is my business. It's what I believe in, it's what I live for, and I have a big dream that we're in a journey to change the way businesses look at their customers and how they offer services to them.
In my interactions over the past few months with various businesses, the challenges that I see that people experience mostly is on planning, operations, quality management. Some of the best practices are not being done. You find that people are on the whim, do something and hope for the best. So there's no proper thought that is being put into place. So when we come in, what we do is we assess what is currently in place, look at the processes that are there, the systems that are there, the people, and if they fit, if they do not, we give recommendations.
Technology is more of an enabler to the processes and procedures that have been put in place. So in East Africa Customer Care Center, when we come to your place, we look at the processes that we've put in place. Are there processes that are manual? Are there processes that need automation? So that is where we come in and tell you this can be automated in this way or the other.
Once I got the details and I contacted Pauline, I think the CEO of East African Call Center Services, she came to our offices. We had a session with her where she looked at the kind of issues we're facing, took rounds, walked around our call center basically, looked at our infrastructure, looked at our setup, looked at our seating arrangements. We later came down and sat at a meeting, and she walked us through what she thought we needed to do. But the thing that impressed me the most, it wasn't a one-off solution where you come, sit, bang, go. We worked over a 60-day period. We looked at a 2 months contract where she sat as part and parcel of the team for over 2 months. So the beauty about that is not that she was giving a solution to things that she theoretically thinks are actually happening. She was actually giving solutions to things she was practically seeing going on. And because of that specific approach is where I think we ended up achieving the kind of results we achieved.
What I've noticed so far with the call centers that I've interacted with, the management of the call center is not optimum. What I mean by that is either the supervisors or the managers do not understand the processes, the benchmark processes or practices that are supposed to be in place. So we are not optimizing resources that we have. In turn, what the result of that is we lose productivity, we are losing efficiency, and in turn the overall bottom line, which is revenue. So that is the major challenge that I've noticed within the call centers that I've interacted with. The next thing is the people. Some of the people are not skilled or do not understand how a call center is supposed to be run. So you find that they're doing the operations in a normal operation setting. We know call center is high-driven performance, but they're not doing that. So again, that is wastage that is happening.
So one of the biggest benefits that East African Call Center Services did for us was reintroduce the basics and reintroduce them in the right way. What should we focus on? How should we even sit? How should the agents call? What are the kind of things we should measure? What are the quality metrics we're looking at? And what is the implication of those quality metrics? What is the implication of that? The kind of KPIs we need to measure. And speaking of KPIs themselves, what kind of KPIs should we have? Yeah. So those kind of things, if you combine them from a basic point of view, then it was able to enable us to look at the call center from the right angle. And from looking at that from the right angle, we were able not to correct a lot of the challenges we had. Secondly, from a strategy perspective, call center itself is not an issue of just making calls. Sure. Is that what are you trying to achieve with this particular call? And how do you achieve that using a call center agent who's dealing with 1,000 clients?
Wow, I would recommend East Africa Customer Care to all businesses in Nairobi, especially if you're in the business of customer care and you're dealing with, you're in the service industry. So I think in the service industry, you're not selling a product, you're not selling something that's tangible, you're selling yourself. So for that reason, customer care is everything. And training. It's training every day on a long-term basis. Eaccc has trained our staff here at Posh Palace for a while now. They have given us customer care services, and I can tell you it's moved our customer care level from 0 to 100.
One of the biggest advantages we got, the benefits, was actually the quality of our calls went up. Being a call center, doing debt collection, we actually doubled our collections.
For me, the first thing I would say is that after founding this company, the greatest experience and the greatest joy that I have is when we walk into a business and we leave. When we have created efficiencies, when the customer satisfaction has gone up, when performance of the team has gone up. We've worked with very many customers from very different industries and sectors. We have worked with the Kenya Power, we have worked with Sport Pesa, we have worked with diverse clients even in the beauty industry like Posh Palace. We have worked with Metropole as a credit bureau. And the satisfaction that we get is when we go back to our customers and we find not just the happy customer to us, but happy customers for them.